My name is Jeffrey Caliedo. I study English and African American Studies, and I'm coming to Rice to study English in their graduate department. I'm in Jackson, Mississippi currently. After my time at Yale, I really knew that I wanted to come back to the South. I knew that I wanted to return to the South. And I knew also that I wanted graduate studies that aligned more with my specific interest in English and what I study. I really was interested in African American literature in particular and learning about Black authors. And the thing that drew me to Rice was the faculty here really were some of the best at exactly what I was interested in. I mean, the way that they studied some of the writers that I wanted to research really aligned. And I mean, it was people that I had been reading papers from and writing about in my classes that were part of the faculty here.
Coming as a graduate from Jackson Public Schools myself, I knew that I would want to eventually come back to this district and sort of give back.
I really enjoy teaching. I had always done like education work and a little bit of like teaching, but really just being in the classroom for that year back home was really a sort of like great and transformative experience, not to exaggerate, but it truly was. So I am really looking forward to developing like my teaching in a way that I wasn't before. And also, I do love to write. And so I would love to continue doing that. But I also am like really excited about just the research aspect as well. I really enjoy like what I study, and that was the main reason why I wanted to go back to grad school, is because I just want to know more about these topics and things that I'm interested in. And I don't think there's like really a better place for me to do it than at Rice and in Houston. I'm really excited for Houston. One of the things they sort of tell you while we were like during visiting weekend is just how Houston is one of the most growing diverse cities. And that's really appealing to me. I love just being around lots of different people and learning from that. I have like 5 concerts lined up for Houston already. And that's like not a thing that happens in Jackson really. Even though I love my city, it's just not as big. You know, people don't come there, so I'm very excited for that. I think I move in early August, and like in 10 days, I'm going before classes even really like get started, to see an artist that I really like.